So I thought we'd start off with some volcanic mine, because I've got to say, I am really enjoying it solo. And I'm not using the strategy on the wiki, so I thought it was worth showing off, right? Because, I don't know, the wiki strategy seems so weird, even for solo. It just seems like you're doing a lot of extra things that you don't need to. And also, this seems very doable, even without all the league buffs, like, infinite run. But basically, I just take 4 prayer, 4 Caramboin, and then 4 other food to combo eat. And then we just reverse whatever the vent B and C are, whereas the wiki has you go do vent A and B, which requires a bunch of extra running. Well, you do that, then you click over here, and you can go mine this or put the boulder back, depending on whatever you need. And you don't have to go check the vent. So vent C, the little gas holes over here to get you, so you know what the status is. I don't know what the correct terms are. The pressure, I think it is, right? But in a lot of games, I don't go this way. I go back down there and just walk across to the main boulder and start mining. And then I just come back and I swap B as need be. But yeah, so we check it. We can see C's at 41, so I won't have to... no, I will have to come back and change that, right? So in this scenario, I'd come back and I'd put the boulder back on, because 41's quite low, and you want pressure to build up. And then I'd go back over, check vent B, and then we'd start mining. But basically, even if you don't come up here and check this vent, I find just reversing B and C, and then going to the boulder, and then as soon as you see a drop, come back and reverse them again, right? That's the easiest thing to do, and it doesn't consume a lot of time. Depending on your luck with vent C, right? So for instance, in this scenario, we got bad luck. You can't fully mine the boulder, but if you get good luck, then you can easily, right? You can easily just do one cycle of the boulder before time's up, and yeah, mine the boulder till it breaks, and then just run back through this pathway. Again, I've marked the tile so I know, the click order, right? So I'm always positioned correctly for the canteen. Then come over here. This one you can just click at the top because you're on that slant, so you'll straighten your character up. And then mine, and then once, B gets closer to 70, come back and we just flip it. And then, since I know C, right, I know not to unblock it, right, because it's fairly low. Okay, so B's just hit yellow, so we have to run back over and reverse it. Nice and easy. And by the time we get back, that pathway should also break, meaning we can replace it, and we can finish mining the boulder here, and then mine it down here. So just go unmine this again, since we know C, we don't have to swap it. Not that I would at this point either way, right? You just take your chance with the first reversal, and if you see the mine stability dropping, you know to come back to C and change it back. But then usually I just stick to this pathway. And again, I don't touch A whatsoever, which is what the wiki strategy is. I find it's just, you don't get to mine the boulder as much, whereas just doing C and B, even just B and taking the chance with C is just substantially better for me. Okay, so 5-minute mark, we lose our knowledge, and that's fine. Again, we know C's at 53 and B's at about 60, so we know not to touch C whatsoever, right? Again, there is merit to checking, but you don't have to. I do like to just chance it. It feels like I can get just a little bit extra points. Then come back to here, again, mine, and then as soon as it drops, we know it's from B, because again, we knew what C was. So as soon as it starts dropping, just run and reverse B again. Mine stability hasn't dropped quite yet, but we have some time, so we might as well grab the boulder. And yeah, so we're up to the second last boulder stage, the medium one, right? So depending again on your C vent luck, you can make it all the way to smaller than the bonus 100 points for the whirlpool. There you go, mine stability drops, so I know to then change the B vent and go back to mining. Okay, so we got the smallest fragments. So normally you just come over here, right, and go all the way to where I've marked the tiles over the edge here and mine it, but because of timing wise, I'm not going to bother again because of the C vent run back that we had to do, sort of mess it up. Though even if I didn't go that way and check, right, we still would have had bad luck on the C vent and had to have left early, but still, right, 1600 points seems quite good. Okay, so now we'll do it without going and checking C. But so even in the main game, right, all you have to do is probably swap one of the prayer pots to a stamina pot, and you'd be fine to use this strategy. So again, just reverse B and C to begin with, and then we'll just take the central path over to the boulder and check only vent B. We can just come across. I do think though you do need the upgraded canteen to do this strategy effectively. I'm pretty sure I use more than 35. I definitely use more than 35 for the top pathway. Right, going down the central channel is probably a bit easier, but I would suggest just capping, so just reversing these until you get 300 points, coming back, or doing, you know, public worlds until you get the 10k you need for the larger canteen. But yeah, so we can just come across the central pathway. Again, not worry about checking C. We're watching the stability to see if it goes up or down, because then that tells me whether or not I need to run back and change C again, right? B has the quickest rate of change, I believe. So its knowledge is why we grab the B vent, and we know it's 54. So I will have to probably, before we break the boulder, go back and swap B. And then once we know that B is always in the green, we can use that to determine whether or not we have to, wow, that was really bad drops, whether or not we have to go back to C, right, and reverse that. Right, so B's in bad shape, so we need to run back over. And I did mess up slightly. You want to go before it turns yellow. Again, that way we can use the mine stability as a tell for what we have to do to the C vent. But we can come back, fill it, and build it back up, and hopefully the mine stability continues to rise and we don't have to jump over to C and change that as well. So do that, right? It'll take a little second for it to get back to green, and then the stability to go back up. Once it does, as long as it does, oh, no. So that was a heavy tick down, which tells me that we probably need to change C. Right, I'm going to do the pathway anyway, just to save time, but we'll see on the next tick whether or not it goes back up because of B, or if we do have to mine out C here. No, so it went down again, right, even though B's in the green, so that tells us we have to change C. And there we go, it ticked back up, right, so both of them are stable again, which is great, because that also means that C's like at the lowest, or was at the lowest, because it did continue to tick down till 60. Rule of thumb, if it gets to 50, I leave, right, because again, we're not shoring what the vents are. So yeah, that's the easiest way to do it, but most of the time it works out. Again, it's more consistent if you go the top pathway and check C and B, but I do just like chancing it and going through this middle pathway, and you can definitely do the middle pathway strategy with the smaller canteen. Another good game. Unfortunately, we're not quite going to be able to mine the small boulder, unfortunately. I do play it a bit close, and I go to like 35 seconds. I think rule of thumb is meant to be 40 seconds to leave, but I think we should be fine. Yeah, plenty of time. You could probably wait till 30. Well, technically 25, given the fact that there was 12 seconds left. But just to be safe, 40 seconds is probably when you want to leave. If we get Dragon Pick, we'll probably be able to do it a lot better. Probably be able to get the small boulder cleared consistently. Again, it all depends on the vent luck and how often you have to go and swap C, right? If you have to touch C, then it's a slight issue. I'm tempted to also try and not touch C at all and just do B and then go through the central. But then again, it's like a 50-50 whether or not C starts off in the right position. But anyway, the whole point of this was to get points to grab the ore packs, because using the ore packs, I can then finally go to Giant Dwarf, right, the statue quest, and then we can go do the diary. But more importantly, we can try for the dragon pickaxe. Now, is this going to let me do it? No, of course not. I guess we deposit 5 and open the rest. Yeah. So we should get a nice chunk of ore from all this. Oh, there we go. I missed it though. Right, so we got the dragon pick. I never have to come here again, which is great. Out of curiosity, there they are. I was wondering where they went. I shouldn't have spent all the points, should I? Oh, we still have a decent chunk left. I can grab some runite, I guess, because I still need the 100 runite for the darts. So we'll buy some runite, and maybe I'll do a little more. Because again, I am finding it super fun. But we can go repair the dragon pick. It's a few mil though, isn't it? So I might need to elk. I have tons of stuff to elk from Dagonots. Alright, yeah, Dagonots. So far, I haven't finished the task, but 4 dragon axes, seers, archers, and I got the warrior ring, so we're just missing the berserker. And then I grabbed enough hide for all the different armors, because there are a bunch of tasks. And we finished all the combat achievements. So we can even go to Grommel and get the next pummel, hilt. Keep calling it pummel. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. This one, right? Still not sure if we can get easily to the 3rd tier for the max pest control points, but we'll try. Either way, I'm going to do some questing, and then we'll probably tackle the diaries, right? Because we should be able to get the majority of them completely done. And that's Giant Dwarf done. Witch's House into Grim Tales. Right, so we're finishing off the diaries. So that should be all of Fremnik. Now, I don't quite have all the necessary skills, but the hope is, obviously, by getting the lamps from the diaries that we can do, we can level up the last few remaining stats. So I think I need 91 runecrafting and 90 herb lore. Now, I'm not going to worry about the fletching, right? 95 fletching for dragon darts in the desert, because I have to, well, get the dragon darts, and I'm not at that stage of bossing just yet. But we can get Fremnik done, should be able to get Varrock done. Falador's also a bit annoying because I have to wait for magic seeds, right? I might go back to Calphite Queen and, you know, try and get some. But either way, we can get a bunch of diaries done. There we go. That's Fremnik. So, can I do this optimally? Right, we need Herblore. I have no idea how much the lamps give. So we'll just go small to big. So that's 40k. And then this one is 120, so it's 160. And fingers crossed this is enough without going over. Right, actually no, there should be one level at the very least. Yeah, no, I was wrong. Right, one hard. Yeah, there we go, that was the issue. That was over, that was definitely overkill. I should have gone and grabbed a different diary to get that little bit left. Now I'm going to have to probably train runecrafting, unfortunately. Okay, so I need to reclaim some stuff, but I think we can also do the combat achievements here, right? Yeah. So we should get the next pommel from that, as well as a nice lamp. Done, and I can claim items. Cool. And we can go off to Varrock to finish off that diary. So tall leprechauns, and then Varrock. Now, I believe this works, otherwise I'm going to be gutted. Yes, perfect. I was gutted when I accidentally made all the Torstal into unfinished potions, right? Oh, wrong one, that one, right? But then I looked it up and very relieved to know that you can now use the unfinished potions to make super combats, which is good. I can now finish off them. We don't have that many defense, unfortunately, though, but I can set up and take them all bossing, which should really help out with times, but we can go turn in the diary. And then we just have Karamja to go pick up. I still haven't finished Fight Cave, so nothing to do about that one. Although the Nature Runes is the 91 rune crafting. What about Falador? Why did I not finish this? Right, 88 rune crafting, which hopefully we should be able to get close to. And then, yeah, I'll just have to go farm magic seeds to get it done. There's our lamp. Perfect. Make sure we dump it all into rune crafting. 800k is nice. Please put me to 88 or close. Yes, okay, so we can go do the earth runes. And then, yeah, I'll go get magic seeds. Well, this is 150 KC, and unfortunately, no more magic seeds. And basically, a good rule of thumb is if it's not worth points for leagues, then there's no point really continuing it. So I'm probably never coming back to Calphite. I have gotten, well, 3 Dragon 2H swords. Well, 2 chain bodies, 4 heads. All the log stuff is done, all the task stuff is done, aside from obviously the pet and the jar of sand. But yeah, unfortunately, we did get that magic seed drop right and early, and I planted them both at Lumbridge, right? Because I completely forgot about the roots needed at Falador. So I'm gonna try and get them from someone else, right? Because again, there's no other task after 150, which is kind of weird, because almost all the bosses have, you know, up to like 300, I think. But it doesn't. I'll double check actually quickly. Yep, apparently, nope, nothing. Well, I am doing birdhouses at the same time, and I guess moles is probably the other best bet for a magic seed. I'd really like to get the diaries done, but it's looking like we're going to be shy off for a lot of them, right? Just requiring certain items. So Desert, we need the Dragon Dart tips. Falador, we need the magic roots. And then Karamja, I just actually have to do the fight caves. Or actually, successfully do, I should say. Right? And get to the 91 rune crafting. We should be able to get to 91 rune crafting if I just go grab the perks. And the shield from Falador will be good anyway, so we might as well just go turn these in and then use the lamps. Okay, all done, all received. Everything goes into rune crafting. It's still going to be the slowest by far. Well, I mean, I find fletching horrible anyway. But on a phone, doing broad bolts, I think it's like 18 mil. It's like a mil to 800k experience on leagues, right? On leagues. So I think about 18 mil should be enough to finish fletching off. And then it doesn't take that long to tap, right, on a phone. But we did get 89 rune crafting, so I'll have to go do like Rift or something to get that over the line. Although I could just wait until we finish the other diaries, right, and then use that to finish the Karamja one. But we are close to the Adamic Cup, so we might as well just figure out some tasks to go push ourselves over that halfway point for the Dragon Cup. Right, first up, nice and easy, just equip a dragon chain body in the desert for a whopping 200 points, and now we just need 120 more. Right, 2 more fairly easy ones. One is use the dragon axe special attack, which I assume we can use anywhere, perfect. Some more unfair bias, right? Nothing for the dragon pickaxe, despite it being attainable through, you know, luck at what's called Volcanic Mine, which we did at the start of the episode anyway. Oh, that was only 40 points. Well, that puts us perfectly at the cup. No, it doesn't. Puts us 40 off. Damn. No, I'm confused. It just didn't update. I saw the message in chat. Okay, so we're perfectly at Adamant Cup. I think that's a great way to stop. Great place to stop. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, so we're at the halfway point. It should be essentially quicker to get to the Dragon Cup, right? Because all the tasks we're going to go after are the 200-point tasks, and there's still plenty of easy ones too, right? All of the Tazar stuff I haven't done, just off the top of my mind, skilling, right? Skilling's still easy as well. Getting 25 mil, 35, 50 mil, so 600 points, 1200, 1800, 24, 3000, 36, 42, right? So 42 just off of the combat stats. Puts us to 34. Why am I trying to do math? 32. You know what I'm trying to say, right? There's still a lot of easy tasks. I do still feel once you get over the little beginner hurdle, right, then everything's a lot easier because you are just going after all the big tasks. And the better way to think about it is now it's just, 5 tasks per 1,000. So 140 tasks to go, and then we get the Adamant Cup. Did I do that the wrong way? I think I did that the wrong way. 56 tasks to go. Did I do that the correct way? 560? Well, I should really just open up a calculator, right? And do this the correct way. So 28,000 divided by 200. That's us 140 tasks. I got it right the first time. I should trust my brain. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See ya.